Listen.
Yeah! Yes, God! Get that out of
Hello. Is the microphone on? Can you hear me? Can you get into the get in testing? Because we had a little issue earlier, right? That's why it took so long for me to come up in here. I was like, okay, the mic is doing what it did the last time. So we wanted to make sure that it was working today. But hey, what's up? It's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in on a Sunday for this panel light, which is going to be a fun episode because we are celebrating the beginning of another All Stars with All Stars 10 on May 9th. Friday is when it will be premiering. And of course, if you already don't know, I will be covering it on this channel each and every Saturday, as well as the Sunday show that we have with the panel to, of course, review, recap, roast, read, tease, and all that good other stuff, and have a good time here like we normally do on a Sunday. So I am excited about that. And that is what I just said. And we're going to try that again. 3, 2, 1. Bam. So check this out today, because there is no real episode that, came on television. There was no reunion, no sign of a dragon anywhere to come about. I decided to make us something fun today. So it may not be a 2-hour episode, maybe a 90-minute episode, if you will, but it's going to be one of tier-making proportions. Now, I normally have y'all vote in the comment section, and I will post polls, but they will be funny polls in reference to said poll. Haha. Poll. But I'm going to have the panel members do the rating today, and there are special tiers that I made today for said panel. The first one will be ranking each and every All-Stars that RuPaul has judged. And there are tiers for those levels. That's the first one. The second one is a fun one. I was in the mood today. Title of it is called Adult Swim. Kind of. And we'll get there. Oh, yes, Gabby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was in the mood today. So each tier, or each tier maker that we have, has at least 10 to 12 specifically for those categories. And I'm also going to start doing this weekly. You already know I was talking about doing live tier makers and doing it for a lot of shows because, of course, I'm always going off topic. But how about I get on topic and do it for quite a good some amount of time, with all of us, of course, voting and having our own rant pack tier maker polls. But I thought that the panel should have a little piece of this cake, and I'm going to challenge at least one of them each and every Sunday going forward as a way to end the show, to give us a tier. And I'm going to do the work for them. They don't have to do any of the work outside of giving me the names, this, that, and the other, and then I'll just put it together so that way we can showcase it, and then we'll just go from there and have a good time. So yes, indeed, I thought it was going to be a new little thing to add to the panel, of course, to the show as well for my channel. But yeah, we're going to have fun today, and of course talk about All Stars. Again, getting excited for All Stars 10. Of course, there are some things happening on television right now, but I've been kind of out of it because I'm sort of in the vacation zone mode. I am 19 days away from my trip. We are out of the 20s. We're into the teens now. Puerto Vallarta is so close. I can almost taste it. So any tips, any love that you throw in my jar today is really going towards that trip that's going down the road. I still have 2 things in particular I got to pay for. One is the excursion that we're doing on this trip that I have to pay for Friday. And the other one is I need contact lenses. I've been wearing my glasses for the past 4 months and I haven't gotten any contact lenses. So any of those tippy poos and love in the jar that you throw my way will definitely be super helpful for me. And I can then focus on other stuff coming forward here. And I've already figured out how I'm going to do my hair because we're not going to be doing the same hairstyle. Maddie's going to be getting it Rapunzeled, or as some of the eggshell girls would say, Viking style. No, I'm gonna do something different with my hair because I need a protective style while I'm out there in Puerto Vallarta, and it's gonna be a good time. So yay, I need this trip. You do not understand. But yes, thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We're about to have a good time here today. We don't have everyone, but that's okay. A lot of people are going to be back next week for All Stars 10. Jamar will not be with us next week. He will actually be joining me for the regular review on Saturday because he is filming with the Chasing series on that Sunday. And so he said, let's just do the old school style that we used to do back in the Gap. And I think we did this before for another season. And me and Jamar will be opening up All Stars 10 on Saturday this upcoming week. So be prepared for that. So shout out to Jamar84. You already know all my links are in the About section of my channel. And of course, I am an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus, just like I've been talking about All Stars 10 for don't take shots to that because I know somebody's needs to go to the hospital afterwards just for the first 6-7 minutes of this video. But I'm an affiliate partner with them, so you can get a free week on me. So make sure you click that link, and that way you can enjoy All Stars 10 with me as I react to it on Patreon, which you can enjoy for as low as $1 a month. See how I cross plug there? And then also get that free week of Paramount Plus. Also get the Showtime too. It's part of the package. Every link is in the About section from the Drag Queen merch store. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company, as well as Cameo. I do have a request in my box. I will get to tomorrow. Promises. And of course, all that other stuff in jazz. And there's a Discord too. I need to update it. But there is a Discord for the Rant Pack. If you want to be a part of said Rant Pack Discord community, join the Cord. But if you're in the Cord, do things for the Cord because I have my notification set. I have made my presence known. I've stepped in the room. But talk about it. What do you want to talk about it? Right now, y'all are in the spoiler part of the Discord. We don't talk about spoilers here on the channel. But if you want to talk about it in the Discord, there is a subsection for that where we can have those conversations over there. And the girls were spilling about season 18 already. I was like, oh dear. Da-da-da-da. It's always an Adams, isn't it? Anywho, we're going to go ahead and get to the first co-host and get them up in this piece. Again, if you want to throw me a little love in my jar, it's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $, Matt924, as well as $MattyRants, and Venmo, Matty-Rants. Super chats are certainly encouraged, and I do thank y'all for being here today. Let's go ahead and get him in. He's Dooley.
Shout out. Yes, Julie is here. Julie is prepared. I'm bothered because why is that Blue-Eyed Bandit trying to steal the season? Saturday? Starting off the season alone? What? The audacity.
Well, that just means there's more to give on the panel because there's no one going to be staring through your dissertations. You know what I mean? And he does take up space by all means. Scorpios always will. But the Taurus is in the room. It is Taurus season. Ooh. Shout out to the steers out there and the heifers and the queers and anybody else out there with the, we enjoy milk. I will say grocery prices are ridiculous.
Yes.
Right now.
Well,
paid $5 for a pound of ground turkey today, and I do not understand when just not 2 months ago, and I kid you not, 2 months ago, it was $2.50. $2.50.
But girl, the tariffs.
So, it's oh, I was really upset in the grocery store because I did go to Sam's Club because I'm trying to. Y'all don't know, I'm saving up for the trip now, and I'm on my home Chipotle mode, Dooley.
Yeah.
So I did go. I went to the grocery store today. There is a rotisserie chicken sitting on the stove right now. After this video, we're going to take her apart. And I got some vegetables. And I've enough for at least a week and a half of food.
Yes. Come on, Homole. We stand.
Yeah, we're doing the Maddie's not
Scan.
calling no Uber Eats. I'm not
Yes.
going nowhere. I'm not buying the devil's lettuce. I'm
Yes.
on
She
this
said
mode
release your
right now.
trade. That means her too. Release
She needs
her.
to get to the 23rd and not be like, what happened? I was trying to have a good time through the weeks. No, baby. I'm trying to get to the island, honey, and be tan and get my D in there. But
Mm.
anywho, you know, shout out to Dooley because he's always encouraging me to do the Homole way of things. And I'd be like, fuck yeah. And then, we move on from
30
there.
minutes later.
45, but yes,
Yes.
I've
Well,
made the
yes.
decision. Trust me, my friend group knows that very well. They know if I'm going to their place, I normally am ordering on the way there because I'm gonna need that time to like go through what the Libra indecisiveness. What could I eat? But it's gonna all taste like shit. Yes, very much that. Seven different voices in my head. But Dooley, let the people know where they can show you love. And of course, as you can see, there's a dollar sign.
Ooh, well, as Emrika pointed out just moments ago, I need to update my link tree. Why? Because for the girls that were paying attention, the YouTube is under construction. You may have seen me post a clip from Marvel Rivals yesterday. I gave you some fun Loki play. And actually today I've been working on my script, so you will be seeing something imperatively. Yesterday I made a statement that was, medium spicy, ghetto yet courageous, and so I will now feed you. So you can find me on YouTube at $ Dooley does it just like my username.
We love you, ghetto yet courageous, radical dude Lee. We appreciate you for
asked
being
for mess. I just aim to please.
Well, that's the earth sign in you. Earth? Yes. Earth?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just air. Let's go ahead and bring in a woman's word. Her name is Gabby with an I. Catch it if it hurts. Ooh, it stings.
Hi.
你好.
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 很高兴认识你.
What?
Oh,
She by charade is a spring summer collection. But yes, I appreciate you for stepping on in here. Maybe she'll be back next season. Who knows? But Gabriella, how you doing, baby?
I've been okay. I don't know if you've ever gone to Mom's Basement in Birmingham.
Yes.
You have? Okay. I don't know what kind of foolery, polycule
Is that like
things
Denny's?
y'all have. It might as well be. They look like the staff, every heifer that was in there.
Oh, well.
But yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know if y'all got a polycule thing. My hands are pansexual, but that's all I got for you. I don't know what the romper room fuckery was going on in there that night. I'll go into details later, but that was wild.
We fall down, but we get up.
How y'all doing?
We is doing it and doing it and doing it well. Okay. Let me not do that. The barbs are, talking about Megan.
Oh.
Hey, so we're all happy, that you're here, Gabby. We're just happy that you're here. You're a motherfucking folks. We're proud of you for being here today. Gabby, how can people show you some love? Emrika, shut up.
They can show me some love at TikTok more than anything. Oh, I bet I know. I can read it. Hold on, because that's some of that's Japanese.
Get your scripture.
That's Japanese. That's not all the kanjis. But
you can find
with an eye on most platforms, especially a tick of the talk. Because I was just posting stuff today, trying to get it more up to date. So yes, I would like more people over there, please. More than anything.
Okay. Thank you, Gabby. We're happy. We're happy you're here. It's always important for you to be in conversations. We thank you. So listen, everybody. Again, this is going to be just like a very chill, very fun kind of live. It is Gabby. Fun live today.
So it's not me.
There's no one to blame today. It's already started off wrong. I'm kidding. See, listen, this is a great segue into whatever tomfoolery may come about, because after this is read, game on. Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, Thunderbolt, or Wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. Please do not be rude and ask, why is she in there? Grab your libations and strap in, because Matty is a talker and you may be here for a while. Please don't post these for the chat, and you may feel uncomfortable doing this program. Consume some activity and have yourself a good pooch, if you will. Okay, so the first part of today's episode will be I am excited to hear some of these opinions. I am going to give, as a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and pull it on up. Which one is it? It's this one. Do. I wish I had music.
I know these icons.
I really wish I had music for this. Okay, I have the wrong one up in front of me. Here we go. Okay, so they will be entering the dome of judgment, ranking, roasting, loving, connection, experience. No, basically of all stars proportions. You have not only all stars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, but you also have UK versus the world 1 and 2.
Work.
And global all stars, because these are all stars that RuPaul has judged. Why is Brooklyn Heights not here? RuPaul has judged. That is what listening comprehension sounds like, everybody. So we appreciate your.
We all know Canada is eating the girls up too. So like,
I'm also not in the mood to have a conversation about that genre just yet, because I am going to give Canada its own run on its own course. I believe that Canada deserves its own.
The one thing that Zana will win is knowing that she's better than half the seasons we're about to judge. Shout out to you.
I don't agree with that.
I'm
saying that. But I thank you. And I only mention that because sometimes it's like, well, you didn't mention España, and I don't want to mention España All-Stars, to be very honest with you. I don't think anybody wants to anymore. But like, we will get into these here. Now, what I'm going to do, and it's going to be, this is the fair part about all of this, is that we will go down the line, and I'm going to roll something. I'm going to roll something that's, a little number, and I have the numbers already ready to go for who I believe should get what. And based on that number, that person will then get the vote.
This level of collusion is far too much.
Well, I'm afraid you need to get a clue.
You know what? I'm done.
Game on,
Gabby shouldn't get a vote.
Why shouldn't Gabby get it? Oh,
you know why?
A woman.
Can I get one while I still can?
Is that Steve Harvey?
Wait a minute.
Not the 3/5 compromise.
Well, that's very gnarly. Listen. I mean, low-key, Dooley was playing this character. See the levels of where this is going. Call a friend like a millionaire. Matty, the game show host with the most. Love it. Guess what? I am going to let the live chat choose first. 202 of you here, hit that like button. Please get in the comment section afterwards and talk about this. Crash, thank you so much for the hippie poo on Cash App. Why is she in there? All my best heart. Wait, huh? I have questions about who she is. Who is she?
Who is she to you? Don't lie to me. Who is she to you?
My eyes can't see. Something wrong between you two, but I gotta let them know that's what's up. Yeah, come on, Dooley. Come on, Aphrodisiac. Come on, Brandy was sitting over there by that fence giving life, baby. She was like, I'm gonna show you a touchdown with these shoulders. I'm still into what about all of the things that you think? What about I have to do a deeper one. I don't have Ray J over there. If I had one wish, you'd be. Hold on.
Shoot.
My
Oh,
mood.
wow.
Jocelyn, hand it to me. Come on.
Not the booger sugar. Oof.
In the Zeus basement. Come on with it.
Yeah, I said it deep down in
my gut.
deep down in my gut.
I can't get it fast enough. Okay, here we
What? I said, you ain't got no real friends.
Oh my God. Can you imagine the
I'm
camera
a
dead on
dirty
you?
little.
Oh.
I'd be good. I know that by heart. When I say I know that,
Baby, I have it saved on my desktop.
baby,
I have it saved on my desktop and my hard drive.
she needs to be tased.
Do you know that they put
Girl
in,
got
said, what about
serpent
Jocelyn? What if it was Jocelyn versus 100 or the gorilla or something like that?
Girl, she already could fight the cocaine bear. She did post. She said they could not touch her.
Right. And I was hollering because I was like, girl, I'm so glad you got it on the joke, but please, Jesus.
I believe she got ahead of it because you knew.
Woo-hoo. Oh my goodness gracious. Y'all don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay. Have y'all chosen who y'all want to be the first one to go yet? Or have we just been laughing at people whose heads are lopsided and lumpy? I don't see not one person. Y'all are giving. Okay, so y'all want to do All Stars 1 and get it over with.
Too
Okay,
entertaining.
You just go ahead and put that chop part right there at the bottom. Go ahead and chop her.
Okay, I'm gonna give a case for meh and hear me out.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's just for the first Untucked, only because we literally have to come back to it is in the library. It is in the echelon. I mean, we may have to make it a separate category if we're going to do Untucked, if you will. But like an overall season, it was horrible. But like I will say, episode 1, there was so much hope, even though the disaster was right in front of us. Everyone's like, no, Matthew, it is Chop. I hear you. Still Chop. I can't. Everyone's in Chop. Dooley, what is your case? Everyone give your case, please.
Wait, so what about you want me to justify where I'm putting All Stars 1?
Yes. Is it also Chop for you as well, and for why?
Oh, absolutely. Like season 1, episode 1, gave us the best moment of the entire season. We had high hope, in spite of the fact that we signed up for individual and got teams. And then girls either stayed too long or got chopped too early.
But like on the first one too, why is that the first season you want to do a concept like that? Like, okay, y'all, guess what? And their teams. Huh? So someone's got to be with Mimi? That's all we were thinking.
Yeah.
Like nobody else was a problem. It was, so someone's got to be with Mimi. Well, there goes the show.
Like also
Mimi
like within the drag race like lore. Like we always talk about this, but like they dead ass had a Facebook poll up and 50 girls. We all were dead ass very confused how Mimi first made it onto the cast.
Who was number 3 in the voting?
Cher was up at the top, and so she won. Fifi had some things going on that cut Willem. Like there was some shenanigans and chicanery. However, we still don't understand how Mimi first made it onto that cast.
Act the fool, girl.
And the rest
Act the fool.
Act the fool.
Crash. To me, it's a famous misfire, but it's kind of entertaining because it's almost a different show, and the iconic moments are iconic.
I think that's
I
fair.
hear that.
That's
It's a
fair.
fair argument. That's where I stand. But if Gabby chops it, the chops are on the board. I've met it. Dooley's chopped it. Gabby, what say you, Queen?
I will say chop it because I'm pretty sure like it's Untucked is its own block. So technically it's not even part of that. So you have to judge it as its own thing. So even though like we had iconic moments, it was in that Untucked. I'm gonna chop. I mean, it was entertaining the same way. Like it's like saying I like this car because of the way it crashed. If that makes sense.
Oh, so a Subaru. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Your classic
Go
Tesla.
ahead.
Yeah, it's like
The
this.
resale value is still going to be high. Yeah,
Not because of its design, but because of how it hit the wall so well. Like I hate it so bad. But like I mean it is iconic.
Gabby, that's Tesla drivers. Ooh. Me and
And they
Darnell saw
wanna
one
Come on,
blame
today.
the
Mr.
AI.
Battery.
Like, girl,
We
you just
saw
can't
a
tell apart.
Tesla with a whole fucked up front, just driving like it was nothing, no car wash, dirty silver, everything. I was like, wow, girl. Wow. Okay. JMCL, thank you so much for the hippie
Shout
on
out.
Cash App. Tea. Spill it.
Also,
Well,
don't do Nasty by Janet. It's cursed. I don't want that anymore in any because that was the
oh
first
God, don't let's not even
performance.
talk about the lip sync. Let's not even get into
Because but forget Asia O'Hara.
oh
That song, it was first a long time ago. It was a hot boo boo mess. Who's that nasty? I said, "Oh my God, hit the button."
cannot. So our first vote by this decision out of 2 votes, 2-1, it's a chop for All Stars 1. I will say if we did Untucked, it'd be 10s just for the first episode alone. Every other episode was like, but just that first episode, I will rewatch that over and over and over and over. It was so much happening. But yes, thanks all for tuning in. 234 of you here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. My allergies are kicking my butt, but it's okay. We appreciate you so much for being here. If you want to do me a favor, hit the like button. Make sure you share this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Shout out to the new subscribers. I've noticed an uptick lately in views. Y'all are also enjoying the tier making of the shifts and the win. So that's why it will become a weekly thing during the week. There may be one week where I'm like, Dooley, if you're free during the week, I want to talk something specifically that you know so very well and bring you into
Maybe
it.
Mondays and Tuesdays. Mondays and Tuesdays work the best.
Good to know. Dragula, we're ready. But also, shout out to Desiree Dix too. They dropped me a tippy poo yesterday in my video, and I was like,
Shout out.
we appreciate
Desiree.
the yeah. And then also with Gabby today, I think the second tier we're about to do is going to be right up Gabby's wheelhouse for sure. Because I was like, I enjoyed the list, but I also dived a little deeper too because I wanted it to be a tad bit interesting and also like hard for us to make decisions because someone is going to have to be in the bottom, but we'll get there.
Okay.
So, drop a tippy foo if you want. Tippy foo,
Come on, Tippy Foos.
Throw a little love in the jar if you feel like it with the $sign Dooley does it, $sign Gabby with an I always can get that voice out, and all the rest of it is the bottom for me. So All Stars 2 is next. Dooley, your argument starts first.
So I always get side eye for this, and I know that the girls go up for All Stars 2. I know that y'all are messy redacteds that really enjoy being redacted in public. And so you find chaotic things entertaining. I have to put this in great. I'm entertained. It was a good season. The chaos ruins the narrative and unravels the season for me in a way that like makes me feel like I have to take points. Tatiana either won or was in the bottom, despite the fact that she was not the worst. We carry Roxy through the entire season. Those are negative. They would not let Katya win any lip syncs, despite the fact that there were several that she should have won. They was really giving Alaska side eye until she had her tantrum, which they used to justify her character progression. I love the season, but I cannot give it as high of a grade as I know y'all want me to. I would give it, if I give it a letter grade, I would give it maybe like a B plus. I got to give it a grade. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, no, that is your opinion, and we're gonna put Julie's vote into the great. I was here for it, but I was like, I have to let him get in because I was building my case. But go. I was like, okay, got it.
I
Gabby,
ran out of water, child. Okay, I'll be right back.
do you want to give a vote possibly here? Because if it's different than say Dooley's or say mine's, and we have a three-way, then it will go to a vote with the audience. So what do you say?
I think I'm gonna have to put it under great because I can't give it okay, because I mean I have a love-hate relationship with it, because that's when I really saw the rigging and the shenanigans, but it was entertaining. I still don't know what happened with the whole Adore Delano thing and what her function was behind the scenes. Maybe it's out and I just don't know about it. You
just don't know about it.
I just don't know about it. That obviously the whole rigging thing with the pre-selected like numbers, and then just giving how are you going to make Princess Diana funny? Go ahead. So you're in the bottom because that is not a funny situation. That the whole girl, yes, she was carried, and I'm glad somebody else was so brave to say that girl was. I love her, but the whole like the Alaska talk, y'all was trying to make that a thing. It was just a lot. It was entertaining, but I just saw I saw an orchestra, but it was great.
Okay. So. Unfortunately, it would have to go into great regardless of my argument, but I feel
you put it
is in my best interest to still present something here, even though this is currently how the administration feels right now. So basically, I'm giving it 10s for several reasons, and it's because the bar was kind of set with this one. Not with All Stars 1, but with All Stars 2. Based off of storytelling in terms of a whole lot of redemption for a couple of people. Remember, Roxy was considered the mean girl on 5 and hated. Came back to this season, seemed a little bit more vulnerable because they really weren't giving the best. Detox was given another level, and then some. Her runways alone would put it into the 10s for me. Alaska was finally, sort of in like a different narrative. It was a bit Alaska Talks-esque, but it felt like Alaska was on this journey of separation and we were along for the ride. Fifi Hera was over there trying not to be the villain, was basically made out to be the villain once again, falling into the edit of it all, which made for excellent television, but probably some issues with therapists later, and as well as dealing with fans and going on their own journey situations, etc. I was able to see Katya again. That alone was 10s for me. And Katya presented some of the most iconic confessionals, lines, moments, even with losing the lip syncs. It was one of the greatest times I had with her up until the finale with that dress that was her atrocious. That dress was horrible. Tatiana was there. She chewed gum. We were feeling it. The same parts. I was like, oh my God, you're making fun of gender. Love it. Balls, everything. Like, we were here for it. And then like they came back. One of the best lip syncs we've ever seen to Shut Up and Drive. Two women of color, Alyssa's front teeth, and Tatiana up there dancing down, sister. It was right for Jesus. I was here for it. And then like I'm trying to present at least my 10s with this. I'm trying to get us there so I can at least say it was on the board. The stenographer wrote this down for the case here today. Oh, the mirror crack. When all the girls came back. When all the girls came back after all that shit was talked. That wasn't even untalked. That was literally one episode going into the other. It was like, excuse me? Like, and then we had Alyssa coming in there with one no chin, talking about, oh, Fifi girl, I always do that girl. And then, we went into okay, all that buzzing and shit. And then remember, it was the face crack the next moment when they both chose Fifi. Like that shit was everything. I'm sorry, I'm putting it in tens. I had a good
I
time, even
understand.
though we kind of knew what was going to happen when we got towards the latter part, when we saw it was just Alyssa's left. Not they sent that girl home on the anniversary of their mama with their sister,
Yeah.
which was wild, but like
Yeah.
we can't. I mean, hey, it was the calendar. You know, I blame, you know, the Mayans for that. But like basically
Not anti-Mayan.
not you placing that on me.
You
Listen,
reaching back.
don't let Ethan Klein find this. Thank you so much
You're
for
not
tuning
even
in.
in that
Oh
minute,
Lord,
girl.
please. No,
We
no.
didn't sign up for
Gabby,
the
you know that
Mayans are great. Aztecs, love them.
Not
Baby,
love
I am
Aztecs.
Love the Aztecs. Love the Aztecs. They made
oh my
basketball.
goodness, I'm so into
Not gotta
Aztecs
be
right now.
confusing
Like I
Indiana
can't.
Jones with real life.
The
Ooh,
Incas.
honey.
Everybody.
Why, Gabby?
I
Why,
would never
Gabby?
climb. I would never climb. Okay, we gonna sit behind and take pictures. All right, we're not gonna climb them stairs, baby. All right, we just gonna sit, look. But hey, they got great, y'all. I needed to be intense, but I understand. You know.
I'm like midway between. It's one of the things like I don't want to be a hypocrite because usually I get mad when there's rigging, but like, can you get mad if it's entertaining rigging?
I mean, we'll put it high grade. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
we'll put it in the
It's
high
high
grade
grade.
right now. You know, there were a lot of great moments from it, but you all felt a little bit of a hole here and there, this, that, and the other. So Julie started the last one, which means Gabby starts this one. I'm kind of interested to see what you're going to say. All Stars 3.
I know exactly what I'm gonna say.
I don't want to go first. Oh, and we did have Reggie Rochu. We have Reggie Rochu too. I just thought
That's
about
what I'm
that retroactively.
saying. I'm
Oh.
like, Gabby, are you changing your vote, please?
Not the air signs flip flopping.
Hey,
Okay.
it was a swing state, and we didn't count it right. It was pencil.
I went in with
Pennsylvania.
emotion, and then logically, it just made more sense to put it in the tens.
Boom, boom. Thank you.
Emotionally, I'm upset that there was rigging. It
Okay,
disappointed me.
not we're gonna let the woman go last, Dooley. Okay, but listen,
Emotionally, you should be disappointed in yourself, but please continue.
we're gonna
Already done.
not me and Dooley gotta be the podium again. Hold on, I'm here because listen, no, I'll do All Stars 3 first. I really need Jamar here for this one too, because we covered this season and we even that last review that we did, child. Woo, okay. Okay, 4 points that I need to give because this is how I do my tiers. It's rewatchability, it is performance, it is overall factors when it comes to storytelling, and then casting. Excellent cast. I'm just going to say in my personal opinion. Okay. Storytelling was a bit different at times. Thought it was going somewhere. What? Okay, never mind. Okay. And then when we got to the end, which I have gotten over, that was still a gag. All right. It was like, oh, those, and that's how they're, and that's how that's going. Didn't care. And then when you saw the votes, it made it even more wild. Like, what's happening here? Rewatchability. I rewatch episodes. I do not rewatch the entire season. I do not go from front to back. I go through episodes specifically. Hey Kitty Girl was a bop. Kennedy and Redacted and all right, okay, everybody focus. No, I forgot. Oh, you know what? Oof. Ooh, now that season. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. See now. Ooh. Ooh. That there was points that just got deducted real bad. Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna still say okay. Dooley, I did my best. That one was hard for me. Okay is where I can give it. There were highs, there were lows, and then that happened. So yeah. Was this the? Yes, it was G Smith. Yes, that was the season. That was the season.
You know, I just constantly remind myself that despite my infinite wisdom, that sometimes, God works in mysterious ways. And as disappointed as I was watching the season play out, and as hard as I rah on all of White Jesus' social media platforms, I think things happened like they were supposed to. And therefore I will preclude that from my grade and also put this in a high okay, borderline great. Yeah. I hate an electoral college vote. But girl, this time they did what it was supposed to have done. Could you imagine 3 winners being embroiled in controversy?
Hey, thank you for bringing in God into this conversation. It is Sunday, and
I mean, that's the one thing to get y'all to vote.
Hey, the first super chat of the day, Crash, Julie, I feel the same way about. Never would have made it
yes.
without you. So me and Julie are on the okay train. Are you also okay, Gabby? Or
I'm gonna say okay because this is where I'm like, okay, this isn't fun rigging. I'm not having fun when you're rigging this. The last one, I was like, okay, it's rigged, but it's still fun. But it was just like some unfun rigging. I didn't like how Thorgy became the Katya of that All Stars. I did not like that. Like,
I want to see Thorgy again on an All Stars.
I do too.
I'm just gonna say
I do too. I love the talent show. Did I like the Spice Girl challenge? I didn't like the songs.
So I was at a watch party, and my hometown favorite Aja was co-hosting, and spilled some tea, and apparently that was a very contentious season to shoot because some of the girls were problematic. Hence why Reverend Dr. Benjula Krim was like, I gotta get up out of here.
Well, that's why, okay. And she shook it up. That was like, that's the drama I need.
See,
she was my pick. But
there were highs to that season, like humongous highs. And then there were also just like, what's going on here? There was a weird comment that said, Matty, you chose a song from a hostage taker.
Huh?
That was the emoji I used too, Dooley. Thank you. I should have screen capped that face so I could just use it as a sticker for when we do the memberships. I was like, ha. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you talking about Tete during her dance breaks? Is that what we're referring to? Or
be quiet.
I'm very confused. What? To whom and or what are we referring to?
I'm going to explode. Oh my god. Oh, never would have been. Oh, that's right.
Okay, I retract my statement.
I do too. I didn't listen. I couldn't taste the seasoning salt, and then I took another bite. It was just right there. I was like, "Oh,
Mahershala Ali to you, my sister."
Bismillah, baby. Come on, welcome in. Mashallah, my God. Jesus, I cannot do
Maybe
this
enchilada
today.
to you too. My bad.
Ooh, Salaikum salam, my brother. Oh my God,
Yeah,
I cannot.
Solange Dolan.
Ooh, Jesus. Not me pulling in two different religions into this full spectrum here. Buddha, I made it 3. All right. So we're gonna put it in okay because there are borders to this. It's on the fence, if you will. The highest of the highs, the lowest of the lows, and the yeses and the nos, and the reason why that Dancing with the Stars was on Disney Plus. So up next is All Stars 4. I'd like Dooley to pull this one into the occasion. Reminder: this is the first double win of Monet Exchange, and
I have to show up for my good sister here because I think this is the girl. This is the girl that you think All Star 2 was.
I know
This is the girl that I watch through and through that entertains me from beginning to end. Let's first talk about Miss Legs.
Naomi.
Let's talk about legs. Let's talk about
Naomi
legs.
Smalls, the legend, the goddess.
Baby, she left her season doing a great job. And we were like, okay, she coming back again. But you have to win lip syncs here. What is she gonna give?
Oh,
Fast
Naomi, chewed.
Fast forward.
I mean, beat Monet to lip sync to a song like, and then tore her. No shade, Monet did good, but like Naomi tore in that green dress with that little one.
Gagged.
Please.
Baby, all the girls are still doing their little leg scoop today. Baby, Lana Ray just did it every episode. We just watched Lana Ray give us the leg scoop every episode, okay? No tea, no shade, Lana Ray. I'm not coming for you. I'm just marking the reference. I'm
afraid I'm going to just tag with Dooley for this one because we're going to just jump in on the same
Baby,
thing.
the Latrice
versus... You got it.
That's it.
The Latrice versus Monique drama the entire season was fun. Baby, when Monet had Manila's lipstick and she was gonna go home regardless of what girl went home that week. The double, even we didn't know. Season 4 had us all pressed because Monet was doing a great job. But we was like, but Trinity is winning all the challenges. How are they going to figure this out? They had to pull the patch, otherwise we were going to riot. All of us were going to go down to World of Wonder and burn it down because of how tense that race was. I genuinely, with all my heart, think All Stars 4 is the girl that y'all say All Stars 2 is, and she gives it to you every episode. Like, there's something to look for every episode.
The cast alone
I give her 10.
Stacked. The cast alone is stacked. Here comes my 10s across the board here. Bitch, you have Latrice Royale and Manila Luzon coming back from All Stars 1 after that debacle. So they basically said, our apologies. Our apologies. Let's bring these two back in. And no, this is not teams. I was like, and thank you, because they were, I'm going to go ahead and say it, outside of Juju B and Black Raven, fan favorites from that season. And we were all pissed and pressed when they went home so soon. We were very upset. Like, it was like, let them girls come back up in here and do what they got to do. Valentina was on this cast. I know everybody was happy for her. Let's just get into the Monet lip sync to I'm So Into You. Naomi Smalls and Valentina beating Monet in a lip sync. Monet, you my drag the whole kid because honey is our mother. But like, hear me out, sister. I'm not coming. I'm just saying, I'm putting you on that echelon of that bar. You're on that bar because you came back towards the end and was chewing. I still have the pen of your fucking wig getting the flip. But please.
Monet lost that battle, so because she was gonna win the war. She knew that lip sync was the end of Valentina's storyline. You messed up with Greedy. You came back here to show the world that you were winning a lip sync. Monet was clocking storylines, and she was being really, really smart. She was being messy, but she was clocking storylines. She was socially savvy in that way, and so I don't even think that's an L.
I also want to say my girl Mo Hart was on this season after, and I hated how it went down for her original season because I lived and breathed for Mo Hart. Bitch, I literally have the beauty supply products. I have the whole pack back here. right there. Do not play with me. Do not play with me. Turn her right side up, Matthew. Like I am a supporter, and Dooley knows that because we went over to the booth and bought prop. We was over there when we went to the last drag con. The last one. Shout out to Rob. Anywho, Mohart basically was narrating the season for Phil. What's also crazy is that everyone else's confessionals, except for Farrah's, added something too. Another iconic moment: Pheromone falling and them editing Gia Gunn laughing at that shit. That was hilarious. That was wonderful shit stirring. I was here for that kind of crowd. Hell,
baby, we knew it was gonna be mess when Gia Gunn didn't win the talent show. Objectively, Gia Gunn probably should have won the talent show. Objectively, she did a fantastic job.
What you want to do isn't necessarily what you're gonna do. I said, yes, I love her. She always turned
it. They didn't want to give Gia the power to send nobody home because they knew she was going to be real chaotic.
I want her to be empowered so bad.
Oh, it's so bad. I forgot Jasmine was there, and I love me some Jasmine.
The Manila fashions. Yeah, well, Jasmine just threw in the towel. She's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to go over there and talk about ass.
I love Jasmine, but I had to look at the cast photo. I had to widen it up. I was like, "Oh, that's right. I just remember Farrah falling. That was my whole little bit. But that was that girl.
I heard allegedly that Jasmine was not the worst of the night, and that they rigor mortis and took her very first take, as opposed to the take whatever she did 2 takes or something, and they took the worst of the takes to make it look like she did worse than what she really did. Allegedly, that's what I heard. But
listen, so do we put this ahead of All Stars 2 or behind All Stars 2 for the 10s? Because we did have to argue that to pick the 10s. I'm gonna put
my biased opinion. I will put it ahead, but
yeah, I put it ahead too.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Some of my favorite people in the universe were on that show. It was a battle. The double win was a gag. There were so many legendary moments that happened from that. Wigs up in rafters and all. Yes. very much that girl. Okay. Ooh. All Stars 5. This promo deserves a chop. I would say that much because it's not even a promo. Remember, they took some photos with Entertainment Weekly, and that was it. Like, there you go.
Like, these are the people. I'm like, okay.
During quarantine.
I mean, we did get Alexis Mateo and India Farah, which was one of
That's why Derek don't like you.
It's Derek Barry. See, Derek was underutilized that season. Like, Derek could have been there for quite some time going against India with Alexis. That would have been everything. Like, the Vegas girls were cutting up. Please. Oh, they wasted that. Jujubee came back again. Everyone felt like this was Shea Coulee's season. It was like, and then there was Miss Cracker. You know, some folks were mad that Miss Cracker didn't win.
My Taurus sister tries really, really hard. She's another hometown favorite. She's from New York City. I really like Miss Cracker's drag, but I do think, particularly during this season, it came off like she was trying too hard, and so then it was a little awkward sometimes. But she did do a good job. So, I
did not like the music this season at all. I think Clapback was on here, and the I'm in love, whatever. I did not like the music this season.
I'm in love with Daddy's Yankee.
Oh, I hated that song. Oh my god,
the music was terrible.
Oh
the
my
picnic ball.
Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, I hated some of the categories that were happening here. Shout out to some of the casting though. I was happy to see Mayhem Miller back, but Mayhem Miller, that was an interesting, don't send me home, girl. And then Mariah Paris, Balenciaga, once again, you were robbed because I lived and breathed for you, and also your talent was excellence, but again, too deep for folks. Shout out to Angina that was on the show. Blair St. Clair had a good story. She actually had a better run, and it was a good way to give her a drag.
That's when she was growing into her veneers.
Don't do that. I remember the judging being really, really weird for Shay.
Well, in order to win an All-Star season, you have to survive the twist. And all the girls lost the season because the twist was to take a shot at Shea Coulee, and none of them would. So they crowd Shea Coulee, who ran up on them, and the rest of the girls got to go home.
There was an opportunity. There was an opportunity. I think there were like a couple of times it was like you could easily get the heavy hitter out, and
Maybe they did not. And so Shea won.
Wasn't it when Alexis had said she would have done something, and it was like, okay, girl, so what was that tea about? And it was like, oh, but Alexis is playing the game. Like, you gonna take out like your threat now? Come on, all right, but all right. So where do we rate this? Is it chop, meh, okay, great, 10s?
I don't give it a meh or a chop. Meh. I give it meh.
Okay, we have got a meh. I remember I was in Vegas when this season was happening, and I was living with Alexander Diane Rogers, girl, going through it. Not because of Alexander, because of other stuff. It was COVID.
I remember that.
Yeah, this is around COVID time. Mm-hmm.
You put this in May. I would also put this in May.
I'm gonna put it in May because the positives were Shea got a crown.
Shea, yeah, that's what put it in May. If it wasn't Shea in there, I would have just chopped her.
And for the drama, and because I got to see Alexis again and Derek, even though got one episode, they were funny. The first episode, I was like, oh my god, we did have more Derek Barry, and then like I became a fan of Derek from this season. I was like, oh my gosh, but hello. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have the board for the first 5 seasons of All Stars. We have All Stars 2 and 4 in the 10s category, with All Stars 4 leading the pack. We've got All Stars 3 and okay. All Stars 5 just hit meh. And All Stars 1 rightfully deserves its chop, excluding Untucked. We appreciate you for being here. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. We got 265 people in the room. Boo, 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 boo. If you do want to drop a little love in the jars for your boys and your girl hosting today, we appreciate that. And that is all downstairs for me, but Dooley's is $ Dooley does it. And of course, Gabby's is $ Gabby with an I. Crash, thank you so much for this generous Crash, thank you so much for this generous tippy poo over here. And Cash, I appreciate you, friend. A little extra for Bill's vacation. You deserve it. All hearts and farts. No tarts, sour tarts. I haven't had those in forever, and I thank you. Love Crash. Appreciate you for being here. All Star 6. I'm putting it in 10s just because Jiggly's on it.
You know what? I was going to put it in 10s anyway.
Yeah.
So you know what? I will yield to that statement, and we will let that carry.
Like, it is going to be 7-2, hiya, but like all team, but like, yeah, no, I do have to say, a part of even like outside of my girl being in there, rest in peace, my Jiggly. I did enjoy this season. I did. I also got phoned by Ginger and Lizzo this season. Thank you. I will say it was also the redemption of my girl Raja O'Hara. It was Silky's pull in, and then we had that lip sync off, and Silky was cutting the fuck up. That was everything and then some.
Yes,
everything and then some. Talk about I know that's Jiggly. Bitch, that's so much the funniest face. Talk about Jiggly up there, bitch. They got two big bitches up here in the leopard print. I said, I'm not gonna do this today. But there was a couple of people who I felt got their redemption. Some people got Kyria, in my opinion, deserves her comeback based off of this season. Eureka went way too far.
Absolutely.
Shouldn't have came back.
True.
Biased. I'm be mad. I don't care.
I'm not true.
It's a gut punch for me. Yeah. All of it.
The Serena thing was funny.
That was something, you know.
The wig debacle was funny.
It was also, and I'm also going to rate it because a logo girl won. That's another reason why I'm going to rate it.
Wait, hold on. Can we revisit Akaria cussing out Serena Cha-Cha
While putting
watching
that
Mortal
wig
Kombat in the
Mortal Kombat in the
background.
background. Yeah. You hear Mortal Kombat in the background. She was beating that wig for
She was tearing that wig up.
Girl, this wig and how much
That's what you get. I was trying to put the girls on and trying to support the girls, especially during this time. And she had the nerve to send me this. What is this? I pay, baby. You got 24 hours to give my money. Otherwise, it's run up and done up. You finna learn
right
the
back to it.
Davenports.
But you have to stop the hand movement, Julie, to go. But what you're not going to do is play with me again, little girl. That's what you're not going to do. And then just sit there and stare real quick and go, I'm just sick of it,
Baby,
girl.
that wig was like Easter Sunday. Hair just...
Bitch, that shit was... I felt all of her pain. And I was like, right? But I'm also like, maybe this is iconic.
Yeah,
I'm mad people haven't put that into more videos and compilations. But yes, we're going to put 6 into the 10s category. I'm gonna be behind 2. But yeah, because Mama tripped and she won. But I was still happy a local girl won. I still was very happy. I was like, oh, thank God. Trans woman won. Kylie fully realized everything like that. Raja got her full redemption. She's going to get her win later in Canada versus the World. Like everything was set. Ginger came back with a vengeance. And then there's Eureka. That was the misfire for this and why it's in the bottom of the 10s. That was the shit. Excuse me. The fart. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, aside from Eureka, the only other part that makes me kind of facepalm is the middle part when it gets a little weird. But it felt like the producers weren't sure what the heck to do, and so remember, there's that chaos with Pandora and Jan and Trinity kind of in the middle of the story, and we're like, "What? Hold on, what happened?"
It was wild. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Trinity K. Bonet. See, I was thinking my brain is already in Trinity with another season that didn't, that didn't happen where she was supposed to be on there. But yeah, Trinity, I was happy for her too. It was tough sometimes because the zoom ins were wild. But her looks were incredible, and she ate with that Beyonce, and I was very happy. But also, we got that Laganja and Trinity lip sync to Dua Lipa, and it was everything.
That was good.
I said, if it had been a different song, Trinity would have taken it, but I'll be quiet.
I was just thinking this. I forgot to mention this during All-Star 3, and I feel like it would be a miscarriage of justice. How are we in a universe where we never got a Chi-Chi DeVayne versus Kennedy Davenport lip sync? How did that not happen? I will forever be mad at the producers for not ensuring that you had one job. You had one job. You had one job.
And we would have been okay with you just making that happen, all team. Yeah. Like bullshit.
By that time, Sasha was like 90 years old. You could have put video phone on and let them girls whip their hair for 4 minutes, and we would have lived. Shit, you could have brought back Whip My Hair, and they would have gave just as good as a lip sync as the first one as you got.
I know when they were like touring together, or possibly did like a booking together, they did something like that, which was great. But as far as for television purposes, that would have been in the echelon of like the books, because that was basically mother-daughter when it comes to that performance dancing style. Very Texas, very Southern, very, I can't think no man with your love and a disco.
I'm also remembering, so like around All-Stars 2, Tatiana and Derek Barry did Battle of the Britneys and toured around the country and did shows where it was just them, and you got to watch them both be Britney. Like we losing recipes.
I'm gonna tell y'all the song that I'm talking about. I'm gonna give you a drag song today. I think y'all. I see it. I need a hero, but I'm gonna give y'all a drag song, and I'm talking about staple and pageant drag. Trinity's performed this. Kennedy's performed this for their pageants. Bring on the numbers. I think Chevelle performed this one. If you want to do this all here, but this is a drag song that the girls will perform, and it's very much that style that is Kennedy and boom, got it. Kennedy and Chi-Chi here. It is Lovin' Is Really My Game by Brainstorm. and pull it up, look it up.
Yeah, the goddess.
And once you hear it, you're going to know that song. It's not the turn me up, turn me out one. That's the one that I'm not going to pass that one
Turn
on.
me up.
Even I get tired of that one.
Every time.
Right. Well, Noah's Ark for the girls that remember. Boom.
Yeah, we are old. Oh no.
But that's a song that is performed like down, and when the girls do it, whew, baby, like they're turning because the song is long. So it's not like we're about to like take a break and we're gonna sit there. Nah, the girls are gonna swing, turn, pull, down, stunts, tips and tricks, give you all the sachet, the little pot of bouquets, everything. It's good. It's wonderful. So that's actually one of the songs that I practice whenever I put on my little heels that I still have over here. I do, because bitch, if I ever have to do that song, oh, we got twirl. Do little kickouts and everything. But yeah, so All Star 6 is up there. I'm not gonna ask nobody's opinions. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, damn, we got a lot of 10s.
Yeah, and that's gonna be okay. But 7,
The whole cast
with,
was good.
you know, the clear, we know what's happening here.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Had the best time ever. Because like even Untucked wasn't boring with no one going home. That does not happen. Okay? Like Ask 9. Ooh. But I'm just saying, 7, oh please. Viv on there makes it a 10, no shade. But like Jinx ate that season for breakfast. We also had so many other wonderful moments too. The return of Raja Gemini, give me a break. Like, I'm not doing this today. Monet and Trinity coming back with their dual crowns. Step on in the room. It was right. They came. We had alliances. We had all that kind of stuff going on. The plunger was introduced. That shit was funny. Jada Essence Hall. One more time. Jada Essence Hall was there. That's it. That's the tweet. That's it. Evie Oddly, one of my favorite people in the universe. The cast was perfect. We could have more too. We could have added even more to it. Where is the reunion? Isn't it wild, Jennifer, that the reunion that so happened that me, Dooley, Blake, C. Diggy, Jamar, we're all front and center for a whole moment. They gave me a whole round of applause that I have on camera that I've been able to post the footage of. And that was never posted on the site, even though they were filming.
They snatched that up, and they snatched the reunion that Bob funded and shot with their own production company. I don't know why. But I think they all got a gag order.
Was it me? World of Wonder. I need an email. Was it me? Please let me know. Y'all girls mad.
Dear Matty Rants.
Like, I have clearly been nothing but an ally. I have spent money. Do you know I have never canceled that WoW subscription, even when I don't?
Maybe she's
which I always use it. I just leave it up. I really don't let it go because something always pops up and I end up watching on there. But like for reals, yo, I have gone to 5 drag cons now. I was at the last New York. Hello, I'm in history. Don't do this. It couldn't have been me. No, they were spilling. they were low key. No, that panel was fun though, Dooley. That was actually like
it was a good time.
Dope panel, and they were very chill. Raja was high as full. It was
Raja was always high.
Was blasted every time they talked to her. She was like, "Huh? No, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get back into it. Okay, mother's here. Go." I should have me hollering. Yeah. It's a favorite for me for multiple reasons. It was winners. It was a lot of good times. I rewatch the roast often. I rewatch the what was it? The school addresses or whatever. They had to stand and do the podium bit or whatnot when Jinx does
like graduation.
Yes, like I watch that back often. I also go the Fairy Tale Court was one of my favorite things they've ever done. And it's because the entire cast was great at what they were doing. Evie Oddly somehow making the big bad wolf work. It's Jinx as the little pig and of course Jada coming in there and the whole slap the ear falling up. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up. Like RuPaul breaking character full on and with her feet. Yes, 7 was that girl. I'll fight over it. It is what it is. Good times. Okay. All Stars 8. Thank you, Crash, for the super chat. My favorite All Star moment was oh my God, Snatch Game alone makes All Star 7 number one category. Please, Monet is Mike Tyson. Like, come on now. My favorite All Star 7 was Jada Esprit saying, "This is a fun game." I say that to myself all the time. I thought her Prince was hilarious because it was not Prince at all, but it was perfect. Yeah. I loved it. Yeah. Everyone's chopping it in the live chat. Some people saying, okay, meh. I was so mad for my girl Heidi.
Gabby was forming the sentence and trailed all.
Huh?
Okay. Well, I will put All Stars 9 probably in.
Eight.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're on 8. Oh, you're right. That's Jimbo right there. I would put them in meh. I think this is so. All Stars was already kind of crowded. We're already tired because now they're pumping them out every 2 days. The season was weird. It was very, very, very weird. Jessica Wilde, they kind of played in her face.
Yeah.
I don't really understand how they did what they did with Jessica Wilde.
Man, I was standing Jessica by the end of the season. I was standing. I was like, oh my God, I live. Jessica was everything.
There's a certain point in the conversation when it's like, well, if they don't get rid of Jimbo, we know who won. And Jimbo every week.
Like Jimbo and Candy working together, and it was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. I literally talked to Candy before she went off for this season. After DragCon, it was so funny. It had a lot of promise, and I love that Mrs. Kasha Davis was there, robbed of her time again. I like that
Darian Lake too,
there, robbed of her time. I didn't like how the Logo Girls went down. That was one of the reasons why I would put this in Met. The Logo Girls went down in not the flames I wanted them to go down to. So it really pissed me off. My girl Heidi quit. It was like, what? Like, you know, I like Candy,
but between Kahana and Heidi, because on Kelly Mansell's podcast, she said that Kahana told her that it's on site. I want to know what had happened that made it on site and why that check has not been cashed.
Wait, to who? Wait, to Heidi?
So the question was asked, who are you still close to from the season? And we, if I'm not mistaken, we got a dialogue about instead of who she don't F around with. And in that list was Kahana and Monica. She stated why Monica and her no longer connect in that way, but she did not we did not get details about Kahana.
But who said that on Kelly Mantle's panel about
Heidi?
Monica? Oh,
Heidi did.
Oh. Heidi, do I need to text you, sister?
I was like, what happened?
Because I don't be asking, you know, I be minding my business. I'll be minding my business, baby. But you know, I remember the whole back and forth that was happening on Twitter with Kahana and Heidi over that whole situation. And the girls are pros, and they were talking about people's faces and the way they was built.
Yeah,
it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, and then also the season felt like they were giving it to Jimbo, and Jimbo couldn't win a lip sync to save their life until the last episode. Chop. Ooh, I almost want to chop it, but yeah, it was a rough ride. I thought, Naysha Lopez being poor Naysha. I
see what happens when y'all made the Roscoe. What happened after y'all make the Roscoe live feed private and you got to pay for it? You should have left that a public service. See what happened. See, now what? Now what?
Julie's
Now poor
sentiments
little,
do not reflect
now
this
poor little
channel.
Tink Tink. Now poor little
Julie's
Tink Tink.
sentiments do
Y'all get
not
up
reflect this
every
channel.
week. You know who made that? You know why the girls watch that? It's because we, the community, bound together during COVID-Tina to lift y'all up, and then y'all slap us in our face by putting it behind a paywall. Please, girl, chop.
Please read line 2 of the disclaimer. All
He
opinions
got
expressed
chopped
by
not
Matty Rants
once.
are
He got chopped not twice. He got chopped 3 times. See what happens?
program
Because what happens when you do clownery? The clown does what?
They do not affect
Goes
the
back
appearance
to
of
back.
Matty on the planet. No hate should be seen to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap your
Unless
in.
your name is. No, I'm just kidding.
All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of everybody on the planet. So yeah, none of that reflected this channel. Thank you. Kissy, 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 kissy. Kissy, kissy. Okay. So yeah, I don't feel that way while this camera is on. So yes, I appreciate Dooley for making those sentiments. So, but while this camera is on, I don't know what Dooley is talking about here, and I would like all of us to just grab each other and hug real quick while this camera is on. So yes. Would you like to come back?
Ain't that how the girl from season 12 got eliminated from hugging people? We don't need to be hugging. What we need to do is stop messing with public services and being ashy on these internet streets. So we need to stop doing. How about that?
Well, I hope that public service wasn't sent through an email, because then it really be from season 12. But yeah.
Hollering.
I just wanted to piggyback. No pun. But yes, we're Matthew. Either it's going to be a lake of fire or just a wonderful time in heaven, but we're going to hope for the top. I've always been at the bottom. Thank you. Someone's asking for the Discord link. Liam, could you provide it, please? And thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Things are being said. People are okay. We're here. Some of us clear. Get used to it. Next up is All Stars 9, the charity season.
Let me see. Let me look at the girls again.
Angeria Paris Van Michaels won this season, and that bumps it up in the score by multiple points for me. Georges was on the season, and it was a good time. We found out about the gapey wapes. Rox, oh Lord, the Roxy lip sync alone for me is going to bump this up higher as well. Back off. Yeah.
But what about that big foot that's anchoring the season down? I don't know that it's it might be a little heavy. I don't know.
Chanel? You talking about the Disney mascot. Okay. I got
Disney
you.
Dan Schneider.
Plastic not winning her lip syncs. Ooh, honey. Got mixed runways.
Yeah.
Yup. It's getting higher points. I'm giving it. It's getting higher.
Baby, I'm taking away points. That ghetto algebra that y'all use for them points and them stars at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
The multiplier. Baby,
I was tired.
The electoral college points. I was passing out them GoFundMe dollars.
Vanjie was on this season. She was doing the Lord's work.
I was tired of her at the moment.
If the season was just
like
Nicholas's fashions, Plastique's legs, and Roxy and Angeria, maybe, but that's not what happened. Okay.
I'm gonna say
we gotta get to see.
I'm not gonna chop her. No, I wouldn't chop her.
Names in the air.
Y'all want to do good?
I would put it in mid. I would put it in mid, right behind the All Stars we just did.
Me and Gabby win for putting it in great. All right, bet.
My ass.
That's
you think
right.
That season is better than All Stars 3?
Let me see. The Snatch Game was kind of ass.
I mean, one person in All Stars 3 kind of takes up the difference for what's happening over here, where one was alleged and the other was, well, one is Quentin Tarantino and the other, Matthew.
Baby, y'all was just going up for Kitty Girl. What happened?
Angeria won, so I'm putting it in great. Oh my god. Oh my god. See what happens? See what happens there? The black vote count. Thank you. This time. The black male vote counted. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Scoops. We're into the international.
Oh girl.
UK
I ain't
season
gonna
1.
lie.
UK versus the world season 1. Oh, just
Chop her. I don't remember a lot from it.
why are we chopping her so early?
At this point, everything goes to the chop.
No. Well, no, not wait a minute. Now, 2, I'm not chopping. I'm not chopping 2. I ain't gonna chop. You ain't gonna get me chopped 2 down. Not for my Tia, not for my Marina, not for my Ford, not for my Hannah Donda, not for my LeGrand. Oh, no, not for 2. We're not. Absolutely not. Listen, Pangina, talk to Dooley. Look, let me get the microphone up here. Dooley, why do you hate me? Something's wrong with me. I know. Okay. He didn't answer fast enough, so he really hates her. Okay, so basically, we got some super chats over here. Me trying to fill in time. We're doing that. No, it's not working. Fozzie, that's a great picture of Beyonce. Honey. I feel like casting was going for early out season and panicked. You're talking about All Stars 8 and yes. Okay, Fozzie, thank you again for the super chat. I'm chopping for Baga alone. But her snatch game was funny.
Valid.
Y'all are going up for that Decepticon?
No, I was saying valid, like chop because of her.
Her face went like for real. Like we are going up for. Okay,
they loved it.
Baby, I'm all for the Kiki, but at what lengths? We're going up for a bag of chips right now.
If we chop this season, I'm gonna have to put UK versus the World 2 higher because there is no way.
That was a very entertaining Furby on that show.
What?
I have to make a bargain because there's no way. I would say a high okay because I got to see my girl Mo Hart do the do, and I was really there for that. I liked Blue Hydrangea. I was at the time a Jimbo fan. Well, I am still a Jimbo fan, but like I was like on the stand sort of level with whatever happened. And when she went home, it was like, what? But then I also hated what happened to Pangina. So it was like, ooh, no. Also, ooh, this was a gut-wrenching season. Ooh. And then I didn't agree with everything. And then there was no cash prize.
Chop her. You desired to chop.
No, I gave too many answers. No, I gave too many answers.
He wishes to chop.
Oh my god.
Chopping her.
She's sliced girl. Is still the worst of it all, but I'll put it right behind that one. Okay. So for UK versus the World 2.
Oh, gentle.
I'm putting it in okay behind All Stars 3. Marina Summers is already adding like 500 points to the board. Whatever she touches, it immediately is great. So then let's talk about things that are not so great that were on the season that deduct points from Marina's presence being there. Okay. Mayhem Miller's talent. No, actually, that was iconic. That was iconic. It's my channel. Yep. And Global is the chopped. There you go. How about that? John Birds. Thank you, Joyce. You filled in my words. Yep. There we go. No, Tia won. So I was happy. My bitch won. So I was here for the cack. Marina was everything. It was almost like the whole world got introduced to her outside of Drag Race Philippines. So I was pleased. LeGrand Dom chewed her runways, lived and breathed. Hannah Donda, if you don't want none, you got some, but bitch, fuck Gabby and fuck Dooley. I'm putting it in great. Bam. That's right. You don't get to say anything. That's right. That's right. Too many people I love are on that show. I win. Boo. Boo you too.
Everyone.
I don't need you.
Chopper.
But for global, do we put global as the worst of the chopped, or do we put it second or third? That's because it's not going anywhere else but that.
She's a chop. It was just for Alyssa to come get her things.
It really was. And then it was to waste everybody else's time, high key, if we're really going to talk about it. The stand-up that happened with all of the attacks that were online.
Yeah. She was nasty.
The narratives that were placed, things that we didn't get to see, where it then put people against each other. Then they were like, nah, we're not going to take any accountability for how we play that out.
Drop her.
Only because All Stars 1 is the legendary of legendaries, and we're going to keep her the biggest chop of all. But
Bruce
global is second because it's the first of the global ones. I can say if I did a global All Stars one of everything that's been done, this would still be the worst because I did not have a good time watching it. And one of my favorite people on the planet was on that show. Shout out to my bitch. But like, it was just like everything around it was so negative. And also justice for Galavero. Because I was so mad.
Played in her face.
Oh,
They played in her face.
I could not take it. I couldn't take it. Could not take it. Gala's everything. Also, Eva La Queen. But yes, there's several people I could start naming right now. We're like, yeah. But Alyssa should went home in the middle of the season. Ooh. They played in Queen's face. Oh, and Kitty Scott Claus got on my last fucking nerves. Dooley's too. I remember everything you said. So many visceral things. It was so good of you to hear. Thank you, Dooley. We enjoyed every word you said about her. I don't remember what you said, but I know it was mean.
Probably a lot of bacon jokes.
You know what? Because Kitty was on there and Bagger was on this one. We're moving it up to meh. All right.
That's absolutely atrocious.
We balance the scales, Dooley.
This is what we call balance. This is balance.
We're going to wish on one side and put shit on the other. And that's how this vote's going.
Nigga, this looks like the national budget. This is the national budget. So balanced.
This is all y'all's doing. Okay, so listen.
No, it is not.
Yeah, because y'all got the majority of your way, and then I got to have my way. See how that works? This is what the third party is trying to find. Okay.
Peer pressure the Libras. Peer pressure all the Libras.
Whatever. Anywho,
flip a coin in their face.
You should know the wrath as well. Okay, but listen, because if the scales are unbalanced, chaos. Now, this is the final tier list that Dooley and Gabby have decided solely themselves, with a little remarks for me. 10s, All-Star 7 being the first, All-Stars 4 being the second, All-Stars 2 being the third, All-Star 6 being Jiggly Caliente. being the fourth. Great, All-Star 7. I overruled. I did. All-Star and UK versus the World 2. These are my two overrules. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Those are the two. All-Stars 3, okay. For obvious reasons. Meh went to All-Stars 8. There was a promise, but it went into another route. All-Stars 5, you remember. Chop, the last and third place is UK versus the World 1. They didn't even get any money. They got a song. Global, we just experienced it. And All-Stars 1 was the beginning of many failures.
Girl. She flipped and flopped.
I'll do. See, this is that's why the reunion's not up. All right, bet. Okay, Matthew. It's the Ryan Murphy experience. I'm telling you, it starts out really strong, and then all of a sudden, what was that idea? Why is that there? Why did you put her in this cast? What is this cast? Why are all the white girls on the purple team? Excuse me. Either way, it's not true. That's not true. Denali is there, and they did say Ginger is Puerto Rican. And so is Cynthia. But all the black girls are in the orange group. This is why they don't like me. All right. This is the poll. Everyone take this in. I will save this picture and post it to the Discord, and you can discuss how rotten I am. Thank you. Dooley can start that discussion. Dooley does not have permission to start the discussion.
All right.
Gabby, stop discussing. Damn you. Wait, that's Gabby. This whole time. That's Gabby. Wait, that is Gabby. Dooley turned into a white. Why are you a white? See, now y'all didn't know this. See how Dooley shows you his real self? He plays Dr. Umar by day, right? But then like we take him off camera and this is his true form. Dylan Efron. Okay. So like, there you go. There go Dooley.
I mean, y'all still going for hair, nails, heels, and hips. It didn't affect his career. So
y'all hear the accent too? Y'all hear the accent too? Yeah. He for sure knows that Danielle's a traitor. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and bring in the last poll today. This is
who said that was trade?
Gabby's the trade of the season. I mean, if Alyssa's telling it, then yes.
I got my dad's arms. Y'all leave me the hell alone.
Girl, strawberry.
So, oh my God, Brandy, I got to tell you, babe, I want you to enjoy this block.
Oh my goodness.
I want you to enjoy that block, and I want you to receive it and then log into another account and try again, babe. Thank you for the interaction today. Matty doesn't have to always be the main character. We have a show dedicated to everybody that I do on Sunday that I've been doing for years. You can go fuck off. That's just that on that. So watch how you speak to me, okay? Because you wouldn't even have this if I wasn't up here. Main character. Now, to this poll. It's cartoons, and it's the adult persuasion of the cartoons and all the occasions. And I was like, Gabby, I was thinking about you when I did this one.
Yay.
So mostly things that I have actually posted or been on like Adult Swim, but I also was like, let me not dive too deep because some of the cartoons on there, not everybody has fully gotten into. And I also wanted to save that one because it's like a really big list if you get down to it. So I included some of the big favorites. They've been Emmy nominated. There's been some sort of talk about it. There's been traction around it, a cult following, if you will. So we have home movies. We have The Simpsons, we have American Dad, we have Family Guy, we have Bob's Burgers, we have BoJack Horseman, we have Big Mouth, we have Robot Chicken, which I am including. I know it's stop motion, but it's low key in this category. It's like late night cartoon television. South Park and Rick and Morty. And it's SABCD. Now, all of these are great shows. This is just a ranking in a list based off of that. So even if it's in a D, it could still be a great show. But we're just sort of like taking the lineup here and putting it based off of watchability, quotability, iconic moments, this, that, and the other, how it makes you feel. That's where I would put it. So Dooley, do you see anything where you would put a score for, like, say, Family Guy or something like that? I'm gonna let you have the first one of any of the ones that you can see.
Well, I watch all of these shows. I think some of them are partitions. The earlier seasons are better than the later seasons for some of these shows. Early 90s, early 2000s Simpsons hits different than today's Simpsons.
Do those outweigh the, like, I don't know. That's
Simpsons could have went off the air like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been on forever.
And we'd be fine.
We would be A-okay. My favorite show on this list, though, is probably Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's a smart show for smart people, and there's something for everyone to enjoy though.
Are you one of them?
And I am.
The newer seasons aren't as great
Aren't
as I like
you
them.
got that weirdo on there no more.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they got the guy off. Yeah,
they had to fire him, and that shit was wild.
That was a saga. I don't know what that was about.
The video footage that everyone was just posting, it was like, okay, all right, thank you for the evidence. However, submit that to court so we can go ahead and get this gone. And the new voice is kind of there, but like it feels a tad bit different.
Yeah, it's shallow, it's hollow.
Oh no, Boondocks is in a different category because I am going to do a black cartoon one, by the way. So yeah, that's going to be in a completely different category. Where would you put Rick and Morty? Is it S, A, B, C?
I absolutely put Rick and Morty in S.
Gabby.
Rick and Morty is everything.
Okay, because I'm judging off the other seasons because it was that girl when it first came out. Like everybody was on Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty. I'm gonna put Rick and Morty. I'm gonna say A.
Say A.
I'm gonna say A. It could be a B, like one more bad season. She's gonna go down one. I'm gonna say A for now.
The Szechuan sauce incident. I thought that was
okay. You know what? I am gonna have to say S, and I ass. We spelled ass. No, I want to give. I'm going to agree with Dooley on the S factor only because it's a fun show. It does explore science. It also takes the piss out of everything too, and I do like satire and the way they play with it. I think one of the reasons I want to make it in the S category is every time they do those episodes where they do some sort of like flashbacks, and it almost makes it was the what's the one where they have to go and look at their memories when they're trying to and they end up like wiping their memories and they have to go through it to figure out who they are. I forget the name of that episode specifically. That's a funny one. Morty's Mind Benders. That's the name of the episode. Then there is the space dimensional cable episodes that they've made an ongoing theme that I find to be so fucking fun too. I also liked what they did with the whole story arc that they played with those seasons where that bad Morty was basically trying to infiltrate like the full I forget the name of the Ricks or whatever, and the way they took them down and they had to come back from that. And then they ended up going back into those multiverses. There's actually some storytelling and some connections that took place with Rick and Morty where it made it less about like just a random episode with random things happening and it still being a continuation of something. So I'm gonna agree with Dooley here. I'm gonna have to give an S because I watch it all the time. If it's on, I don't turn it off. Like I just leave that bitch on and I'm in the episode.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And there's a space baby named Naruto. That episode was wild. I can't do that. That episode was gross.
A lot of the episodes are really gross.
My goodness. I think Big Mouth takes the marker on the grossness for the episodes as far as anything is concerned. My God, that season. I'll save home movies for later because I might have to pull my main character card for that one. But The Simpsons, I'm gonna say B, only because the classics are the classics, but God, it is not good anymore. And it's rare and far in between when the episodes are great. It's rare now.
I would say before the movie and after the movie. Before the movie is a lot better than after.
And that movie was good too, y'all. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. That movie did way better than Bob's Burgers did at the movie theater.
I didn't expect Spider Pig to be so popular. I didn't think that would be the
White
thing
people
that love
Spider Pig.
I'm sorry. Seeing Marge just stare into the distance like that while Homer is just tracks on this. I'm sorry. It's just even Bart cussing. Like I don't know. I love that movie. It's good. I had it on DVD. Oh, I miss DVD days.
Yeah.
Oh, they did do Bart's Full Frontal. Forgot about that.
Bart had full. I don't remember that.
Remember he was riding his bicycle and like the clothes got ripped off by accident or whatever. And then I think he like flung and it hit the window.
Do not remember that.
Just did all that.
I haven't thought about the Simpsons movie in forever. I might just add that to my list.
Oh. The Simpsons deserve to be A tier?
I would have slapped it in C, and that's okay. That's my opinion.
How? It's hard.
C.
It felt that hard for you, Gail? It felt that
It
hard.
fell off. No, it felt like after I got out of high school, y'all could have chilled out on that. For real. Like every good moment in The Simpsons
Don't
is
you watch
like
somebody
3 hours.
named Rolly walk around on sandals and fight people every week?
Baby. That's because I always have a thing for animals. You know, I have a
So why is we putting The Simpsons in C if Zeus is getting more of your time?
because at this point, if they're gonna be around this long, I would rather them just start fighting
Stop.
on The Simpsons.
Bart fight every week. Itchy and Scratchy fight every week. Santa Little Helper and the cat fight every week. Grandpa fight with life every episode.
I'm just waiting on some of them predictions. Like if a prediction I want in Simpsons, if that happened, it'll go back. It'll go up to like
Maybe
F.
FaceTime, Kamala, 45, 47, Disney buying up everything, Rona, aliens. There are so many.
There's just a specific one. If that works, baby, it's for me. Y'all put in what you want. Put in what you want. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna say just B because the classics are some of the best episodes. Quotable still. We still have the Homer meme of him going into the bush. You know what I'm saying? Predicted the future, if you will. It's definitely a B. It has the best highs, but God, it right now I can't believe every time they say 3 more seasons. I'm like, what? It's like for what? What are y'all talking about?
Like, didn't she pass?
No, Marge is still alive, but her voice is much different. It's Mrs. Krabappel who passed away.
I thought someone passed on The Simpsons.
The Flanders' wife passed away.
No, I mean a voice actor. I thought one of the voice actors passed.
Yeah, the lady who plays Mrs. Krabappel in real life did pass away. And then Adam West on Family Guy passed away, so they had to replace the mayor with the cowboy dude, which I just now realized because I've been binge watching Family Guy because Comedy Central tells me to. So there you go. But yeah, Mr. Plow. Come on, Mr. Plow. Yes. Oh, I love that episode. And Barney. Barney. Oh, the film festival episode. They had the crossover with the critic for that one. And Mr. Burns was trying to like win that sucker, and Barney won with the deep film. Don't cry for me. I'm already dead. Oh, I'm gonna watch The Simpsons today. No, I'm not. All right, so American Dad. I just want to put it in S, but I'll let y'all vote.
American Dad is going above Family Guy. I don't care what we do.
Really?
American Dad is above Family Guy.
I agree 10 times with that.
I did a video. I did a TikTok today, and I said that the Cleveland Show is not the black show. American Dad was the black Family Guy.
Steve alone for every like song that he breaks out to. Please.
Cleveland Show, you can tell is written by white people.
Not going home ever again. No, he won't.
It's above Family Guy. I don't care.
Boys 12. You know you do. Please, come on, Dooley. I'm sorry.
I'm saying American Dad S because Family Guy would be A because I like Family Guy more than I like
Family Guy A.
Simpsons.
I put Family Guy.
I like it better than Simpsons.
Y'all
do what you want to do. I know way more about Family Guy than I do Simpsons.
This feels like the time I lost the spelling bee in 6th grade. I lost spelling Annihilation, and they gave the boy after me like hippopotamus or something, and I was pissed off.
Me and Dooley are overriding Gabby. I mean, me and Gabby are overriding Dooley on this one.
I'm gonna go use the restroom and get a snack, and I will be right back. I got to hear you.
Before you go, Dooley, give me a grade for Family Guy.
B+. I say
Family Guy was funny before it got canceled and around the Robot Chicken era, and then after that, I think it kind of meandered. Once again, high highs and low lows.
The newer seasons are. There's a couple jokes where you're like, okay, that shit's funny, but like it fell off hard too. I am gonna give it a lower B.
Okay.
And I'd put it behind The Simpsons because Family Guy basically stole the concept.
Oh yeah.
And just went with the talking dog. It to me is I like Family Guy for a lot of reasons. There are so many funny moments that came from that and a lot of iconic moments. But I just the newer seasons that they show now that I see on TV, I just be watching versus laughing. When they show the earlier seasons, I'm with it. But I also think that they go a little too far into, I don't want to say it, but right-wing humor, if you will. They make fun of it, but they also really dive into it. And I get a little annoyed with that. Like the whole Putin episode was wild. That was crazy. That shit was crazy. The babies cross-dressing too, all that kind of good stuff. Y'all talk about, we worry about the drag queens and shit. Here, meanwhile, Seth MacFarlane is over here writing scripts for all kinds of tell. Either way, Family Guy does have some really great moments and some funny stuff. It's sometimes it gets a little too, remember that one time, or that's just like this, and then it does the cutaway gags so much. It's like, okay, bro. American Dad doesn't even do cutaways. They used to in the first couple of seasons, and they stopped. You know what, Ryla? I did forget Futurama, and I think it's because I may be a hater.
I forgot they brought it back too. I watched it.
I like Futurama better than I like Simpsons.
Forgot about it.
I'm a little bit of a hater of Futurama. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
So I will take the brunt of that. I will take the hell for that one. To me, it ended when it ended, and we didn't need any more of it. And when we got the rest of it, I was like, why? Because honestly, when the whole flute playing bit happened and he did that song for Leela and he traded them hands, that was it for me. I was like, wrap this show up. That was beautiful. And then when they brought it back, I was like, girl, what are we doing? What's happening here? If I did have Futurama on here, though, I would justifiably put it in the A category because I did used to watch it religiously back in the day. And it also is one of Matt Groening's better creation. So, yeah. I just don't like it now. I'm like, Like, I refuse. Like, when it's on Comedy Central, I'm like, is South Park on yet? Because, no, they put Futurama on early in the morning, and that's normally when I let the cats out. And then South Park comes on at like 9 when I'm getting my coffee after my workout. So I'm like, okay, bet. And I'm just turn it up when it's South Park. So no shade. But yeah. My bad for the Futurama, y'all. Bob's Burgers. I'll have to sit out because I will be biased for this one.
Shoot. I'm gonna vouch for the A.
Okay, I'll be okay with an A.
A tier.
I'll be okay with an A.
Is that okay? He's over there dying.
I just watched it, like just.
I know we're literally in it right now.
Yeah, we're literally in we're at Bob's currently as we speak. It's like, tell us, Dooley, do you like the burger?
So, I don't know that I've seen enough of Bob's Burgers to make an assessment. I can count the number of episodes of Bob's Burgers that I have seen on two hands. Many of them, the memes that we use daily. What I will say is that the episodes that I have seen, I have enjoyed, but it has not been enough to get me hooked on the show. So I also would probably be likely to put it in A.
I want you to watch it, but that's okay. I hear you. I want to encourage you. Our trans icon Marshmallow alone that one episode of Bob being so like cool that with the transgenders at the pier that were the sex workers. Oh my gosh, like there's so much nuance to Bob's Burgers that's queer friendly. The creator is queer and all that behind him. I mean, you met him at the bar, did you not? Or was that Blake that did that? I forget.
Let
During
me-
DragCon. I remember someone told me that story. Let me go back. I remember it was said on one of these videos. Who was it? I think it was you, but we'll see. It's a good show. I'm gonna overrule. I'm actually gonna give it Gabby's grade just because I don't want to S it, just because I will put this ahead of it all because I love Bob's Burgers so much. I have literally the Clue game sitting right here. I think it's a great show though. It's not for everybody, but I love it. Yeah, Bob is definitely bi. They always put him in gay situations and he's never backing down from it. He's very like, okay, wow, he thinks I'm attractive, which I love so much. BoJack Horseman. Because I'm realizing what time it is. Ooh.
Okay, we'll run through it. I haven't completely watched BoJack, but every time I do it, because I can't watch it, it's too cerebral. It makes me think about myself too much. I'm trying to not think about me. But that's why I'm watching you. Actually, like, what are you doing? I would say like A tier though, from what I have seen. Like, I've enjoyed everything I have seen. I think A is fair.
Dooley.
So I just finished talking about American Dad. I personally prefer a trans icon, Jad Zigga Dax. I'm a Star Trek fan. Give me the who's and the what's and the ethics and pull me into your story. Therefore, shows like BoJack Horseman appeal to my sentiments. And so I actually would rally for it to go into S.
Okay, that's cool. Really cool. Okay, that feels so much better now. I'm gonna, you know what?
I was talking about BoJack Horseman.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I couldn't stand looking at it in that horrible place. I kind of agree with Dooley. Actually, one of my college dorm mates, Allison Tafel, I believe she changed her name because she got married. They got married. We still follow each other on Facebook. She was a writer on the show. And that's how I started watching it because I didn't even know about the show until I saw her like going in for some award season. I was like, wait, and for me knowing her in college, yes, this show's right up her alley. It's really good. I don't like every episode. And he was annoying for me for a few parts of it. And I was just like, I can't ride with this dude. But then the other stuff, I was like, yes, this is where it's at and all that kind of jazz, right? I'll put an S tier. It did carry Netflix. Think about it. Like when you think of certain shows that people reference to Netflix as a streaming platform, BoJack Horseman does come to mind. And it definitely was nominated for awards. It has an excellent cast. It is a very interesting show and it is adult-minded. So I'm gonna give it an S. And it didn't live out. It didn't go past its prime. Boom. They stopped and it was like, okay, we're good. We're good. Big Mouth. This show. Oh my God.
Okay. Sometimes Big Mouth is doing too much. Like I can understand the whole adult thing. I understand that it's supposed to be uncomfortable. That's kind of the point for some of this shit. Some of it's too much.
I'll never watch it on a plane again. I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
I'm saying B or C. B,
okay.
Maybe?
Oh. I just want to give it a B because of Maya Rudolph, but I also want to give it a C because I cannot stand the show right now. I tried to watch the most recent season. I was like, God, this is awful. And it's very annoying. And the puberty thing is like, this is very annoying.
I'm going to say C.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yes, man. You're the main character. Go.
Early seasons of Sex Education, great. Recent seasons, a little thirsty. I'm gonna call it the Saw effect. You know, we got them Saw traps in Hollywood. It was like gore. And so in these seasons, it's all kind of raunch. It's really raunchy, really gross, really damp and moist. And I feel like the seasons that should be the easiest, the seasons actually about puberty, have been actually some of the most tenuous, kind of convoluted stories, which is weird. But I would give it like a B minus.
B minus. B minus a C. Do we keep it as a B but put it behind? Well, of course, it'd be behind Simpsons and Family Guy. I want to give it a C plus because I have enjoyed a lot of it. Like Dooley saying for the later seasons. God,
the human resources spinoff. That one is definitely a C. The spinoff was definitely. I didn't
like that one either. That one was. I was like, what is this? Like, I'm not interested in these characters, is what the human resources. Yeah, we'll put Big Mouth in the C category. Robot Chicken.
This is sad because I used to love Robot Chicken.
It's a C.
She fell off. She fell off so bad. It got corny. It got cringy.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. It got some gummy bear.
Iconic. That was pure.
But bitch, there was the best. Blam.
Robot Chicken suffered from the Dane Cook effect.
Yeah.
Remember, Dane Cook came out of nowhere around the time Robot Chicken was pumping, and
went to a high school and never left. Yeah. Went to a high school parking lot and never left.
I cannot stand him as a comedian. I don't consider him a comedian.
He is just what 2004 smelled like. Like it just, if that makes sense. He's just
Hollister cologne. Oh MySpace.
Doc Martin sandals.
Comedy Central. Spike TV.
Axe body spray. Yes.
Yeah. He is the Axe body spray of comedy. Yes. Yes. Oh, he was
People thought that was cologne, girl. That is so funny. People were.
It's not soap.
That was barely eau de toilette. Please.
It will never be soap.
That was not perfume. That was not eau de toilette.
Oh, you always knew who came from the football field, girl. It's like grass and Axe body spray are not the combination you thought it was. Bod body spray. That was the one at Walmart that you would get at the bottom shelf. Mm-hmm. You get it in the 3-pack. Yeah. You get the black.
I just want to know why people have put so much money into technology towards not washing their ass.
Right, to avoid it.
Just go,
hydrophobic.
Soap and water. Wash your legs, wash your arms. Lather up real good. Agitate the skin. Condition, moisturize, dry off, hang up your towel, wash it regularly, and you can, you too can look 42 when you're 42.
No, Axe is deodorant, but they spray it like cologne.
Like it's a fragrance.
Just underarms and go. It's chat. They would literally be in the, like when I was in the locker room, track start, all that kind of shit. And even when I played football, that's how they would do it.
Baby, actually, as somebody who was there, let me remind you, remember they released them Old Spice wipes that were supposed to be like a bath in a toilet? Yes. No, player. My statement stands. Y'all
but like the Old Spice, like before we had those all the commercials and shit like that, y'all don't know Old Spice used to come in like bottles that would break and shit now. It's like it's definitely not the brand it was claiming to be before. I will tell you that they did have a huge trade. Very much that. Now that I'm an adult, we don't use Degree anymore. We had to get Dove deodorant because
I use Dove unscented.
Yeah, same. And I use the spray because like I can't do the sticks. My arms, they're sensitive. I need the favorites. But yes, I don't buy dude wipes because those are overpriced and they're geared towards men, and that's how they get them because they're like
I love
literally.
dude wipes.
But
I have a
do
subscription.
but you see the price difference I'm talking about, right, dude? Like it's like, bitch, you
Yeah.
all this is like
So,
$3 extra for why? Like
Because it's
baby, I
matte
will,
black. It's matte black, and
baby,
some of the
hold
stuff
on.
comes in a wood
Hold on, hold
finish,
on, hold
and
on,
that
hold on,
makes it
hold on.
masculine.
We are
I got
not
the
going to
one.
talk about Shark Tank loser dude wipes because they had a great pitch, a great idea, and they do exactly what they said they were supposed to do. You know, for the dainty girls, you can go out there and get you a baby wipe. But for the girls that got a little extra heft, they need a little extra lift. You get a dude wipe. It's bigger than your
It's a
average.
towel.
It's a little thicker than your average, and it's biodegradable. And so when you can scoop all of what
For
you
a heavy
need and then
flow.
toss it in.
Yes.
Your ass.
Yes,
For a
okay,
heavy flow.
baby. I get
Okay.
them in. I got aloe. I got icy flavor. I got cocoa
Icy.
butter. I got shea.
I
Like
need
it's
bounty.
mint.
Listen,
Like,
so Dooley is the girl in Mean Girls talking about, but I just have I can't help to have a white set vagina with a heavy flow.
baby, I told you this is a one-stop shop. Everything that the girls need are here. It's here.
Yeah, I've got the one where it's gonna smell like just beautiful flower field. Unfortunately, I won't do the dude wipes because I keep looking at the price tag and I'm like, girl, that's ridiculous.
Y'all wiping your
Baby,
ass with
I buy
Swiffer
my
wet jet
128 ahead of
replacement.
time.
the ones I'm using, they do they do the job. Okay, thank you. And they're always on sale, thank God, because you know that it's very important. Mhm. Also, be kind to your toilet paper, y'all. I know that we're in hard times here, but do yourself a favor. Get the more expensive one. That I
Baby,
will
stop
say.
buying that, Scott. Go ahead and get you that Quilter Northern. You deserve.
Quilter Northern and it's
Some of y'all
always
be
on
clogging the
sale
toilet.
too. Y'all make
Get
I
you some
agree with Julie there.
Cottonelle. Get you, you know,
Yeah.
you don't have to use
Just
79-cent Scott no more. You deserve more than one ply.
and you know, Angel Soft isn't actually Angel Soft. And I want you to realize this, okay?
Remember, Lucifer was also an angel.
Yes, in charge of music, mind you. That's why they say they speaking to us in all these little parables. But yeah, invest. Oh, I really want a bidet so bad. You do not. You do not.
I have one. I gotta install it. I sit on the floor.
If I trusted this toilet that this apartment complex
I
had
bought
put in here a little
one.
bit better, I would get one too. But I don't like the toilet they have here. So the next place I move to, please, most useless. Because if you've ever had a bidet, wonderful.
I forget what brand did I get. Hold on, let's see. I'm here.
Yes, tell them what you flush your Hulu with, Dooley. Tell them how you flush your Hulu. Robot Chicken, we all said, see, huh?
Yeah, she fell off.
Yeah. I'm going to put it before
She
Big Mouth,
disappointed.
though, because I can still watch some episodes.
Yeah.
I do like the Justice League episode.
Anything
like
past Obama, I'm not watching it.
Ooh, true. Hello, can I put this ahead of it, or can I just move the Big Mouth? Okay, bad. South Park.
Yes,
I'm gonna make it an S decision. Yeah, and please forgive me. And I love Bob's, but I still watch South Park religiously.
Now you get in the toilet in the reviews. USA Today says it's a great toilet.
Baby, y'all asked for content, and I decided to make content that I enjoy. Y'all gonna learn about this today, okay?
Girl, I thought that was a steamer. Okay, but listen,
I got one of her too. She over here.
Water hose on it.
Come on, making sure the beef curtains is right. All right, but listen.
Baby, how come nobody under the age of 20 iron their clothes no more? What happened? Y'all just walk out in flip flops,
they got no job,
and pajama pants. What's up?
What is up with that?
So we wore business clothes to the club.
South Park, I put,
and we all are employed mostly. Okay.
South Park is definitely us. They're always on the money. It's true satire. It's quite hilarious. It's the only show I can watch where someone like Eric Cartman could make me laugh. Like, I can't watch other shows with characters like that, but it's its own brand in itself. I don't miss an episode even when it's on. I literally keep it on all day. I even have HBO Max, one of the reasons, because I could just watch it all the time. It's so funny. I can go down the line of episodes per episode. I think the Jersey Shore one is one of the funniest ones ever, ever happen.
The Chinese
World of
versus
Warcraft.
Japanese, it's awful, but that
Shitty
is
Walk
the
is funny.
Oh
funniest.
my god, the Chinese versus the
Shitty
Japanese.
Walk. The
Funny.
WoW episode is funny.
Speak up, I cannot understand.
The Paris Hilton episode is funny. The human
Speak
centipede
it.
is
Over and over
funny. Do you want the cuttlefish or the vanilla ice cream? I said, no, Jesus, why?
So
I'm sorry,
problematic.
Kyle. I'm going to take the cuddles.
Terrible. Baby, the fact that Isaac Hayes got mad when they started reading Scientologists, it's like you didn't read everybody else. You thought you
They
was
read
exempt.
everybody else.
They read everybody.
I was
Like,
so mad.
everybody
Which
got
that
read.
episode is one of the best, even though it's so problematic. They
Baby,
took
they
his
read
voice
God.
clips and made him sound like a Hitler.
Like, I don't even like Tegrity Farms, like
Tegrity
arc,
Farm.
but it's still hilarious.
Tegrity
If you
Farm.
will, Tegrity, get you some
Get me
Tegrity.
off this
Oh, he
farm.
didn't even talk like that. Oh, he's put on the black voice now. I can't do it today. I cannot do it today. Oh my goodness, such a funny show. I like how they have progressed the characters, even though they're the same age. They even gave Cartman a girlfriend for some point in time. Heidi, please don't leave me.
Heidi.
Heidi, no. Remember,
Park
she
is
was like, I'm so
hilarious.
worried that he's gonna do something to himself. And he sent a voicemail of him like offing himself, and they played it in the bathroom with him. Like, you can't take that nowhere. Cartman was so mad at Kyle, he gave him AIDS. Like, please,
It was
girl,
so
please.
Baby.
Like, they found the cure at
Baby.
Magic Johnson's house, and it was
just
$82,000
The
specifically. They
fecal
were talking
transfer
about
episode was
pills,
funny. The Corona episode was hilarious.
the fecal transfer. Thank you, Dooley.
Baby, Miss Chokes on Dick,
Fucker.
Mr. Garrick, Mr. Hanky,
It's a
all
penis.
funny. All funny.
Wait,
all
don't
funny.
get my penis back. I can't do this today. I'm a
Baby,
I'm a
Al
woman,
Gore,
damn it.
Man Bear Pig.
The Tourette's one, I'm sorry. It's so
There are
wrong.
hit- Baby, Timmy, Jimmy,
So
Tolkien.
wrong.
Uh,
But this is why it works is because everybody
Everybody
gets
get
it.
red.
Everybody gets red, and that's how you get a
PC principal.
years.
That actually worked out great. Like
That worked out
actually
great with the
character.
sunglasses.
Strong woman.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember?
That was a good episode.
That's Heather. She's. Oh, I'm gonna teach you about being a real woman.
Personally, I found that funny because that was my gym teacher, and as a young person, I was like, I have questions, and so it took me back to 1992. You know,
What you gonna say, transphobe? I can't do it.
I just feel like you can't be mad at everybody and everything, girl. You gotta laugh at some point. I personally
Words
thought South Park
are
was
like
cool.
bullets.
Wait a minute. I can't do this.
It was so wrong. Everybody got it.
Maybe the Happy Tree Friends episode.
Oh my goodness. Please.
No,
Like, get
no.
in there. And then it's Cartman just reading a whole book about how he wants to fuck over Kyle for Christmas.
Crazy.
Today. The whites, that episode. We're just the whites. Like, why are y'all looking at us and treating us?
Baby, when they made Jesus a character and he started interacting with people, crazy.
Baby.
Oh,
When they
remember
got the weapons and it was an
episode?
anime and Butters got that star.
Wait,
Oh,
the toilet
yes.
episode? The toilet
Yes.
episode when Randy gets
Protect
money and he
my
goes behind the
phone.
toilet and he gets the Japanese
fighting
toilet.
love. Let's
fight in love. That's one of the best, I don't care,
Yes.
episodes ever been on
Baby,
that show.
Terrence and Phillip.
Oh my goodness.
Awful.
When Steve sung My Body from LSG,
I love her sweat gill.
I can't. Rick and Morty's fan base maybe never want to watch.
Yeah, it's the fan.
Fair.
Thank you, Drewski, for super chat. You are correct. Oof,
Baby, did we not just finish talking about Drag Race? Did we back here before this?
Date night tonight. Gonna go out. Gonna drink. I just think something from Bob's Burgers. I can't. South Park is definitely number one for me. I am putting Home Movies directly after it because Home Movies was the first cartoon ever on Adult Swim, like ever in its broadcasting history.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And I had been watching it since day one. I fell in love with the voice actor who is literally in Bob's Burgers.
Bob, who is Bob?
Yes,
Yeah.
as Coach McGurk. Coach McGurk is one of the greatest characters to ever be written for any cartoon series. ever. Brendan Smalls and all of them. It's really difficult for me because it is a little bit of the voice actor that kind of takes it up. I don't have Space Ghost. I don't have King of the Hill. Y'all, I don't have a complete list of everything. We will be doing this list later. I just did a bonus list
Love a
after the
propane
All-Stars
accessory.
list. Yes. So there will be another list that we do separately from the panel here today. I do, as you can see, we don't have time. We're already past the limit. But we'll do one that will include King of the Hill, that will include Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. I'm going to do a Fox one where it's all the Fox cartoon shows like The Great North and all that kind of stuff. I'll even include Archer because that's on FX and that's under the Fox umbrella. And then there's going to be one that's going to be Adult Swim specifically, where I can do Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, so I can get into like Smiling Friends and YOLO.
I love Smiling Friends.
Smiling Friends is one of my favorite
So
things.
much. I want to do a weird list. Like, what y'all know about 12-ounce mouse? Like, perfect hair forever.
We'll do an MTV one with Daria, Aeon Flux, and the full bit because, like, MTV did do a cartoon moment that happened for quite some time. We're gonna do stuff like that with these, like, these tier lists. I just wanted to give you all a little PC poo. Yeah, Adult Swim's gonna be a big one because there's a lot. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Venture Brothers, like we can go down the line. I wouldn't include Oblongs in the WB cartoon category because that was on WB. And I almost want to do not even Oblongs for cartoons, but put it in the WB category for the Friday shows because that one was there with that one show with Melissa McCarthy and then another show that had somebody else that I remember that was on there. I forget that. What I Like About You. Yeah, that was those days with Amanda Bynes before Amanda and that one guy that was fine before. I don't know. So Mission Hill, I hate that show, but yes, that's part of it. Toonami section, we're gonna do all of that. So just be on the lookout. Oh, and there will be a UPN one. A UPN one.
Can you do that one, Gabby?
I sure the hell can.
Can you? Oh, of course you don't have a half.
Excuse me. Wow. Okay, get me off this camera. 1-on-1. Yeah. Get me the hell off this. Y'all trying me. Get my basic cable.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you for being here today. That's it. That is it. That's it. So if y'all have suggestions for tier lists in the future, definitely leave it in the comment section. I will be looking.
I'm sorry, Big Didi. My bad.
We'll be looking for those suggestions here for episodes in the future, whether I'm doing it solo, main character, or I do it with this ensemble cast, still main character. We appreciate you all so much for being here today. So let's make a round of applause for Julie being here today and for Gabby with an I for giving their opinions.
You can be anyone. Everyone's so creative.
What did you write that with?
My feet.
It looked like it.
This is my post-it wall. When I have ideas while I'm writing, I scribble it down and slap it on the wall so that I don't forget it.
I was like, what was that made in crayon? Let me see here. Let me find out.
There's all kind of stuff here. By Meteor Man. I can't show you that one because that's a spoiler. I can't tell you that one either.
You haven't bought Meteor Man? Oh, I love that movie.
This was fun. How have things changed? Write a tie-in. Also the Notebook. But.
I got you, Dooley, as far as boards go here.
Did I show you my vision board?
I have a marker board that I have to do for each and every month, and this was all of April. So now I got to do it for May.
To do a vision board episode. I have one. I got mine. I made it in Canva and got it framed.
Gabby, show us that you're organized. Go. No. All right. Thanks, Gabby. Oh my gosh. No. But yeah, for sure. I have to. This is the only way I can.
I love this photo with Steve Harvard. Very chic.
Is that you, Gabby, with the bald head? Because it looks like it's you, and I don't want to say it is, because you know it looks like that. So, like,
Gabby can't break kayfabe.
it looks gnarly. So, what is it, Gabby? Cat's eye reference. You're on mute still.
You're muted.
Typical. No, I forgot. I can't pull it off the fridge without messing up the sticky part. I thought I thought it was all magnetic, but it said.
Sorry, I'm
So, and I took a little gummy. I totally forgot, so I tugged at the fridge, and I felt real silly. But no, it does say that we're out of butter, and I promised I was going to get Justin a septum piercing. That's all I got on there. But it's a vision. I'm gonna make it happen.
Butter and septum piercing. Look, come on, that was a happy house.
When is he gonna get his geesh?
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Dooley, if you give your social medias, please. Oh, and shout out to Babette. Thank you for the super chat. Love talk. Thank you, Babette, for the super chat.
But baby, y'all asked for new content, and so now that I feel inspired, it's like I have a little breathing room. I'm aiming to keep you entertained, to keep you educated. You can go find me on YouTube at $Dooley Does It. Thank you to the moderators. I will go and update my Linktree soon. You will be able to find everything again at linktree.com/Dooley__noted. And if y'all want new Dooley Does Food episodes, y'all gotta put something in the coins, because eggs is $8 and meats and cheeses are expensive. So come through there and maybe I'll teach you more about food. Maybe.
Thank you, Dooley. Soulful Dog's comment, Dooley. Gabby.
What's Soulful say? Let's see. Let's scroll.
Gabby's social media, please.
Oh, hell. It's Gabby with an eye on most platforms, especially the Tick of Talk. Please go up there and support me. I want to go up another 10K in followers, please. I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting it. Let me go write it on the damn board. I can't pull it off.
You wrote it so good. You'll be mad I pointed it out.
That is funny. I missed that comment. No, friend. I don't have the tendency. I don't think that would be very entertaining for you. Sorry. No. Also have a regular job. And so if
through this endless journey. All right. We thank you, Gabby. We thank you, Dooley, for being there.
That was a great copy, by the way, though. I really enjoyed that. Thank you. Because I said, oh.
I was like, oh, is that what you're doing? But no, because there is a market for that, and those videos get views.
I'm more of a hands-on type. And so, if it's not, spirit made flesh, I don't want it.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board, they say.
Emphasis on the board.
Oh, good.
Armand Rizzo. We thank you all for so much being here today. We can't stand you. We want to fist you. We thank you for being here today.
This journey of
discovery.
discovery.
Want to thank you.
Put my hand in, y'all.
We want to thank you. God bless America. Well.
What are you looking for?
Well, it's getting worse. I'm going down a well. That was the last disclaimer of the day. We want to thank you for being here today. We appreciate you so much for tuning in. Whether you like me, whether you like Dooley or Gabby, hate or take, love or lust, highs or lows, yeses or nos, we thank you for tuning in. This was a panel light that went on a little bit longer than expected. And we did some polls today that were fun. We gave our opinions on the All-Stars that RuPaul has hosted and a couple of cartoons, not all the cartoons in the universe, I promise. We'll do polls later on down the line, but as a reminder, once again, it is All-Stars 10. Boo, 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 boo. It starts Friday. Remember, it is 3 brackets, so it is possible that there will be 3 episodes that the premiere. We don't know yet. It's alleged that it's going to be 2. I'm praying for just 1. Like,
Your long ass season.
I would like a long season for the sake of this channel, but like, yeah, I definitely don't want a sixer because I hate those seasons. But yes, we don't know yet, but we'll find out. I'll be covering it, of course, Saturday. We'll have a full panel that Sunday too. Reminder: on the 25th of May, there will not be a panel. I will be in Puerto Vallarta, getting a tan and becoming a different color because I will be in that sun, baby. Baking.
Are you going to swap your tan?
Every day that I'm there.
Baby,
so
let's do it.
I'm going to do the opposite of Sammy Sosa.
You can do the Raven.
If you want to find my links, they're in the about section of my channel. Trying to make it. It's not working.
Like baloney.
Make sure y'all watch The Blackening on Paramount Plus.
Or just buy the movie because I bought the movie. Because it's worth the buy. It really is worth the buy. It's such a good movie.
For those that may not enjoy that, I also suggest Tropic Thunder. That may be more your style.
Oh my goodness.
If you didn't like The Blackening, you would love Tropic Thunder.
You may also enjoy the 10 Commandments with Charleston Heston. That may also be your alley. As well as Exodus, God's Egypt.
You may enjoy The Imitation of Life as well. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. We appreciate you for being here. Don't forget Holiday Heart. That's a classic. Not 10 Commandments speak. Big Teal. Anywho, Gods of Exodus, what? But yes, if you would make sure to find me in all of my
also
links.
Enjoy Prince of Persia.
Nina Simone would like her flowers, please.
Featuring Zoe Sultan.
The Dragon Ball Z movie. All right, y'all.
I almost forgot about that
by M. Night Shyamalan.
Girl.
Not Strange Fruit by Men.com. Get out of here, Kendrick.
Not starring Captivating Cat. We appreciate you all for being here today and for tuning in, guest starring Sharon Needles. We love and appreciate you all.
Featuring Milk.
Charlie hides the lip sync. We love you and we hope you're doing well.
In front of Robbie's Uber.
Damn, you should have been on my last live, dude, because we had Robbie Turner's lip sync and I just kept making Uber jokes, girl. I just kept making them. I just couldn't help myself. God bless her. They want her back, apparently.
I would watch. I absolutely would watch.
Put her on the same season as Lexi Love and have them do a roller skate off. Let's do it. You didn't do it with Kennedy and Chi-Chi, so now you got the opportunity again to have, someone who frauded the company and lied to their audience, and then somebody else who just, poured themselves out on television and were their true self. So someone who lied and someone who's truthfully themselves. Don't bring Mimi back. I'm first. Mariah Perry, Balenciaga. We all said chocolate milk same time. I can't. Okay. Y'all, it's crazy. And just thanks for being here. All my stuff in the about section. I will see y'all, I think, Thursday. Yeah, I'll see you Thursday. And of course, we have so much to look forward to this weekend with shows that are coming up. Again, subscribe to that Paramount Plus under me. Get that free week. And we'll see you for the next one. Thank you so much for the tippy poos. Thank you so much for the super chats. And thank you so much for being in the live comment section, except for that Brandy girl. Hope you rot. Take care, everyone. We love you. We do. Not you, Brandy, but we love you. But the other Brandys, not the one that crashed in the people's car. Bye, everybody.
Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that attitude.
Yeah, I said